Hello everybody. Today we're going to work on, it's actually one of my favorite cars. I've been driving this thing, daily driving it forever. Anymore it's been my son driving it, but it's a 1993 Subaru Legacy station wagon. Um, it's a little loud, which you'll hear here shortly. I'm going to fire her up. She's been very reliable, but the clutch, she's worn out. So we gotta fire her up. There she is in all her glory. You'll see her there. She ain't real pretty. Been through a battle or two, but been reliable. Of course, if you went 200 and, well, 300 I think now. What does it say? 293,000 miles. You might not look so perky either. Well, let's give the key a twist. See if she feels like barking today. Well, there she goes. Give her a moment here, kind of settle in. She basically doesn't have the what you call an exhaust system. She's got a pipe with a couple bumps in it on the way out the back end. She sounds fast. She ain't. She ain't gonna win no races, I can tell you that. But I'll go ahead and pull her around here and get her lined up for the ramps, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm gonna grab the ramps, throw them down in front of her, and drive her up on them. Okay, it's all jacked up. Well, up on ramps. Now I'm going to take a look and see if I can figure out where we're going to start. Because I've never done one of these. Subaru anyways. Done 3 clutches in my life, I think. 79 Chevy Nova, 75 Ford, and 1 Plymouth Voyager minivan. That was interesting. Oh, this will be my first Subaru. We'll see what we got to do here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, I've got some power steering lines that I doubt are going to have enough flex. Because I connect up right down there. Then again, I might not have to do it. Those would probably go a long ways forward without any hindrance. I'll keep that in mind. I think it'll actually work. Okay. So I might be able to ignore those. Probably going to pull this air duct off just to get better viewage. Looks like that actually comes apart right there. In fact, there's one bolt here. There, I got my finger. So much stuff in the way. I don't know if you can see that bolt or not. But anywho, yeah, I should have been able to. So if we get that bolt, there's an engine mount on the top there that I shouldn't have to mess with if I pull the engine forward. So I don't see any wires or anything on this side that's going to give me an issue. Famous last words. Let's look at the other side. Pretty sure I'm going to have to pull the radiator to get enough room coming forward to get this accomplished. We'll see. I'll probably just go ahead and do that. We got on this end. This side we got a wire harness, which looks like it's got. I could just disconnect it because there's a plug right there. There's another harness. Goes to the alternator, but again, there seems to be lots of slop in that one, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm a little concerned about the AC line, but the way it's running, I would think. And the air conditioning does actually work in this, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to believe too, but it actually does. There's our heater lines. Seem to have a fair amount of flex. I might be able to sneak out with just disconnecting. I got it. You know, I just realized I don't know what holds this engine in place. It's got to be from underneath. I'm going to get my creeper out of the other rig here. Just a moment. Okay, now I got my creeper down, otherwise known as cardboard. What do we see under here? That looks like a motor mount. You can see there appears to be a fair amount of oil under here. Not exactly sure where that's coming from. Probably going to want to start soaking these exhaust bolts. Damn it. I have to disconnect the exhaust, because that's going to hold it from going forward. No doubt. Who knows what condition those gaskets will be when I get done. I didn't buy any gaskets. Oh well, it is what it is there. It looks to me like We've got one. Engine mount bolt looks like it's right there. The other one looks like it's right there. Is that the only thing that holds the engine down? Yeah, while I'm here, why don't I consider pulling the transmission? Let's take a look. Okay. So the axle shafts will probably have to be pulled. Man, there's a lot of oil back here. Starting to get concerned that rear oil seal might be seeping. Guess I'll find out when I get the clutch apart. Because everything back here is just bathed in oil. I don't know what it's like to change a rear main seal. In this, is that that's where it splits, right over the cross member. I don't make no sense either, does it? This pipe's worn. I'm starting to rethink tackling this project right now just because of all the oil that's sitting back here. I mean, there's a lot. It looks like engine oil. And it's all here along the bottom. That might be part of the reason the clutch is slipping, is it's getting soaked in oil. Which is a really good possibility. I don't know if I want to. It's just. Oh, here's the story. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing all this oil back here. I know it's been consuming a little bit more oil than normal. I think I'm actually going to have to call off putting the clutch in here for right now, because I suspect the problem that first took the clutch out is the rear main seal leaking gear lube all over it, or motor oil all over it. It's slicking the darn thing up. So I go sleep. Come to think of it, it actually makes sense in my brains, because I noticed when you first start out, the clutch seems to grab fairly well, and then it gets worse, probably as it gets soaked with oil. Nice. Alright, yep, we're definitely bagging this project for the day. I'm going to buy a rear main seal, see how hard it is to put in. Hopefully it's not something that you have to take the whole engine apart to put in a main seal. I mean, for the most part, Subaru engineering is better than that, but you never know. Well, shoot. There are my plans for the day. Really did. That was my plan for the day. Put a clutch in here, but now I got to call it off. I guess that's the thing with these projects. You never know until you get into them what you're going to be looking at. I wish I'd looked a little closer. I got the clutch. Now I got to buy rear main seal and maybe some valve cover gaskets. I know they've been weeping just a hair. But yeah, all this oil's around the back side though. I'm pretty sure that's a rear main. It's weeping out. The valve covers actually look pretty dry. I mean dirty. I mean real dirty. would dry. And maybe the front main too. That's so much work. Oh well. So when we come back to this rig, I will have front and rear main seal. I will have the clutch that I already got. And my CV boot is split too. That's just fine. That's good. I'll come back. I'll think about that too. I'll probably have to put the CV boot here. I'll show it to you real quick. Just a moment. Alright. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, there it is. See that? That is no good. That's supposed to be one piece. Boop. Not boop. Because that lets the grease out and it lets the dirt and water in. Oh, that knuckle. So I'll have to fix that too. It may... I don't know. They make some boots you can put together on the car. I'll probably see if I can't find one of those. It comes as two halves that you have to glue together. I've done that on a Hyundai. I wonder what the other side looks like. Don't even want to look. The other side looks fine. Okay then. Just one side. Okay, so obviously I would rather put a clutch in there today than not, but you know, when you dive into these projects you can't always get what you want. You'll find other things wrong. Here we found a CV joint boot that was bad, which wouldn't have stopped me from doing the clutch, but all that oil and the places that it was at, the chances are that clutch isn't even bad. It's actually just the oil coating it, keeping it from grabbing. So, no point putting a new clutch in there. It happens. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's annoying, but it happens. You just gotta keep an open mind on these too. I mean, you might think something's one thing and it turns out to be another. I thought the clutch was worn out because it, been slipping for a little bit and just seemed to be getting worse. And it's probably still worn pretty bad, but the main problem is probably all the oil that's up in there. So we'll be fixing that in the future. Thanks again for watching Not Quite Right Garage. In this case, we found a line I wasn't willing to cross. I wasn't going to just shove a clutch in there and let the oil drip all over it and ruin it. I mean, that's just wasteful. But we'll fix it a little closer-ish to right when we come back to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.